This is Wellness Wednesday on The Morning Show.
Now, World Oral Health Day takes place on the 20th of March 2022. And I don't know if you know this, but 90% of the world's population will suffer from oral diseases at some point during their lives, with many of these being avoidable. So here to tell us how we can avoid oral disease, I've got on the line with me Dr. Metsing, who is the head of professional development at the South African Dental Association. Dr. Metsing, welcome to GoodHope FM.
Hi, Leigh-Anne, and thank you very much for having me on your show.
It is so good to have you on the show. Some pretty discouraging stats there that 90% of the world's population will suffer from oral diseases at some point during their lives, with many of these being unavoidable. Let's talk about that for a second. How is oral health linked to our overall physical health?
Thank you very much, Leigh-Anne. I think it's very interesting that we have such huge statistics that are associated with oral health, and it seems like it's the one aspect of health that most people neglect, and it's maybe because of the perception that is out there, because people are fearful of the pain that is associated with dental visits, and might I say the pain is only perceived more than a reality. And the fact that people do not have readily available oral health practitioners in their areas. So now I just want to indicate that there are many physical conditions that manifest in the oral cavity.
Yes.
One of them being our most popular non-communicable disease, which is diabetes. A lot of people can have symptoms of diabetes manifesting in the oral cavity, and that can assist in people being referred early for intervention about diabetes. Another one that comes to mind is an infection of the heart. Because of the bacteria that accumulates in the mouth, it can be transferred into the bloodstream, which results in clogging of the heart arteries or the valves. And I'm just mentioning but a few. There's a lot more that can be detected just by an oral examination.
Dr. Metsing, clearly maintaining good oral health is vital, but how can we go about doing this?
Okay, so one of the things that we encourage, or amongst the many things that we encourage our patients, is brush your teeth at least twice a day and floss daily. That is a must, and it's the most standard way that people can ensure good oral hygiene. Another one is after ingesting, or we even discourage sugary substances in your diet. So when you do, because I mean we all have that sweet tooth that tends to bother us from time to time. So when you do consume sugary substance, we advise that you just take water afterwards to rinse your mouth, because that sugar can accumulate in your mouth and become a feeding ground for the bacteria that we have in our mouth. I don't know if the listeners are aware that naturally we have bacteria in the mouth, which we call normal flora. So that bacteria is also has bad bacteria and good bacteria. So the bad bacteria can grow from the sugar that is accumulated in your mouth. So just a rinse with clean water after ingesting sugary substances, that can assist with reducing the possibility of having complications like developing dental caries, which is a cavity on the tooth, and those who have had know that that is extremely painful.
Where can people, because I remember at the beginning of this chat, you said a lot of people don't look after their oral hygiene because maybe access to resources, access to dentists, and also the perceived idea that there's pain involved. But where can people find out more information or even find a dentist?
Leigh-Anne, I think as an association on our website, we do have a section that is called Find a Dentist. So there we have a list of different private practitioners which you can locate in your own area, and we have all the contact details. However, we know that in our country, not everybody can afford such services. So I encourage members of society or members of the community to also visit their public service centers. I mean, I'm speaking to the community in the Western Cape right now, I presume. And one of the big hospitals, notwithstanding the fact that there are community health centers known as clinics that people can attain their oral health services from there. But one of the big hospitals in Cape Town, which is Tygerberg, offers extensive oral health care. I mean, we are talking orthodontic treatment.
Wow.
This is subject to a thorough examination and the dentist or the specialist determining whether you require that particular treatment. I'm just giving different options in case you have affordability issues.
Yeah.
You can still get oral health services in the public sector.
I love it. I love it. Now, you are head of professional development at the South African Dental Association. How is SADA involved with this World Oral Health Day?
So we have a world body called the FDI, which is an oral health body for countries in the world. Now, with the advent of World Oral Health Day, which is an initiative by the FDI, SADA uses these days to raise awareness about the importance of good oral hygiene. We don't limit it to these days, but these days are ones that are amplified, where we can raise this kind of awareness. We normally embark on outreach programs where we go to different schools and speak to the children in the development phases and teach them about good oral hygiene practice. I mean, one of the things that really broke my heart, Leigh-Anne, was when we went to one of the schools, and as you question some of the young children what they use to brush their teeth, I mean, some of them tell you that they share toothbrushes with their parents. Some of them use tree barks to brush their teeth, and you wonder, a 7-year-old and 8-year-old, I mean, how do they know these archaic methods of brushing teeth? So these are things that we really intervene in making sure that they do not occur. I mean, this is done in collaboration with our trade sponsors, because they will give us the kits that we take to the different schools. One school in particular that as head office we will be visiting is a school for children with special needs, where we will be teaching them good oral hygiene practices and also giving them these kits, because we found that a lot of the children with special needs, their oral health status tends to get neglected. So that's where we come in. Together with our members of the association, they will also do outreaches in the different areas that they are in.
Beautiful. Well, Dr. Metsing, thank you so much for everything that you and your team at the SA Dental Association is doing. We want to definitely lower that number of 90% of the world's population will suffer from oral diseases. And it's about empowering people with knowledge, but also resources at the same time. So we do thank you for your time, and hopefully we can catch up again very soon.
Thank you very much, Leigh-Anne, and thank you to your listeners. And this World Oral Health Day, the theme is be proud of your mouth. So I want to encourage everyone, just even if it's just on that day, because you'll get further information when you get to your dentist related to that particular problem that you may be having. But just for this World Oral Health Day, please go and visit your dentist just for a screening and a checkup.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. There we go, Dr. Metsing. She's got extensive experience working in private, public and training institutions, and her passion lies strongly in advocating for good and affordable oral health care services.
Wellness Wednesday on The Morning Show. The latest hits on the wildest station.